So we've put this 427 in the Camaro. Now that the snow is melted, it's ready for a test drive.
It's finally spring around Nick's garage again. Time to road test cars.
Welcome to Nick's Garage, and I'm Nick. I've got something special here today. I want to do my first road test for 2022. Yes, it's going to be this Yenko Camaro 1969 that we have built a 427 for Tony. And I wanted to have it for a drive because I've not driven it yet. You know, we've done a lot of work on it. We've done suspension, engine, clutch, steering, engine change, of course, and a lot of little things. Also installed the nostalgia gauges that Tony sent us. So we want to do a little road test and see how it goes. And first of all, we're going to stop over and get some Petro Canada 94 because we're going to run out of fuel. This car's been here for almost a year. We've done a lot of little things. And the best part of it is we got to get it ready for the Motorama Classic Auto Show in Toronto that's coming up. And okay, maybe I didn't do a clean job of cleaning this car, but if you guys want to see this car, it's going to be at the Maguire's booth, and they're going to take care of the waxing for me or for Tony while it's there. So if you guys are interested, go to the Motorama show and you'll see this car.
Nick is bringing 10 cars to Motorama, including his own 70 Challenger and this beautiful Yenko Tribute.
You know, I've driven it last time with the 396 last year. Now we've installed the 427. It's got a lot more torque, a lot more horsepower, so I really like to drive it. We made a few changes on the inside. We've changed the steering wheel. We've changed the gauges. We put a nostalgia tachometer. We put on a shift light. We also put Stewart Warner gauges. That's what he wanted. We've got it done. I'm sure they all work. But you know what? A road test will tell everything. You know, there's only a few Yenko Camaros that were built. This is a tribute or a copy of a Yenko Camaro, which is close as possible to what I know. It is a beautiful car. You know, I've worked on a lot of 69 Camaros, but this, for me, this is a very special car. It's almost identical exactly the way Yenko built them. But this is a true blue 69 Camaro with a big block, with a 4-speed, with a 12-bolt rear end, and over 500 horsepower, over 500 foot-pounds of torque. Let me just show you the engine bay. It's right here, because I believe the hood's going to be shot at the Motorama show. So in the meantime, you guys can look at it right here. We went with the aluminum heads. We went with the 427. We had to change the air cleaner because the higher rise intake. It also has a Holley 3-barrel. This is the way we had dyno tested it, and this is exactly the way we put it into the car. We also done the whole new exhaust system on it, from front to back. We've done suspension. We've done cowl traction devices. We've done coil-over shocks. Also new clutch, new flywheel. Of course, we went from a 396 to a 427. You know, I've driven it right here in my shop, and that's as far as it's gone. So now that there's no more snow outside, it might be a little bit chilly, I'd like to take it for a drive. So if you viewers want to get on board with me, let's take a ride.
Some people have accused Nick of doing road tests just for fun, and they are fun. But Nick performs these tests for a reason too.
And you know, Tony gave me permission to drive the car in the way I wish, because he told me, Nick, I'm going to drive it hard. Drive it the way I am going to drive it. So that means drive it like you stole it. So we're going to take it for a drive. I'm going to go buy some fuel. Then we're going to come back here on the street right in front of my shop. Everything is closed, so it'll be nice to push the car on my road. So let's get some fuel and see what I can do. It's a pretty cold day today. For sure it's a little breezy, it's chilly, but you know what? It doesn't matter. I'm sure we got heaters in this car. All right, let's go get some fresh fuel. Handbrake off, and let's go. So you know what? I've never driven this car lately. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, here we go. Before we push it, I'm going to put some fuel in it first. And then on the way back, we'll kick it. Petro-Canada, not far from here, just a couple of minutes. We're going to get some fresh fuel. This is the fuel in the tanks from last year. So let's get some, put a few dollars in there, and then we'll do some testing. Got a little humming noise. I don't know what that is. All right, here we are at Petro-Canada. Let's get some fuel, then we'll take it for a drive. With the 94 octane. Look at that, 211.9. Why did they do that? Why did they just say 212? What's with the 0.9? Well, you know what, I got a little rubbing sound when I let go of the accelerator, but besides that, seems to go good. It feels like it wants to spin the tires, let me tell you. Nice, 69. Here we are with pump gas. With aluminum heads, it's gonna work fine. This is very rare what you see here putting fuel behind a license plate. You don't see that today. Okay. Okay. All right, let's take it for a ride. Put on our seatbelt. Here we go. Boy, this thing sure wants to spin the tires. Here we got our nostalgia gauges made by Stuart Warner. Thanks to Manny for installing them with Robert. And everything seems to be working. Just along the side of the 440 here. Right here is on Route 440. Sure ride's quiet, let me tell you. On the way back, I'll push it a bit. See if we'll go closer to the shop. Meantime, I'll just cruise. It would have been a nice sunny day today, but it's cloudy. It's going to rain very soon. So I got a chance today to take this for a drive. Since everything is closed today, there's less vehicles on the road. And I wanted to take it for a drive. And we're going to get back to my shop, which is the industrial park area. No one is working in that area, so I'd like to push it a bit. Sounds like a muscle car, all right. That is cool. shift it a bit. We got our shift flat on. It's working. God, that little noise, what is that humming sound? I don't think Tony ever liked these tires, so I don't think he minds if I crook them a bit. There's a stumble in this carburetor. Well, that's why we road test him. Well, he doesn't want to idle anymore. Oh well. All right. That's why we road test them, to see how they perform. Let's see now. Just want to see how it stumbles. Here we go. I'll try it one more time. Yeah, this thing really wants to spin the tires, let me tell you. Come on. I know Tony's going to drive it hard, so I got to make sure I'm going to drive it like he does. So if it breaks, let it break on me. Just want to make sure it still idles the same way. Got a stumble, got to fix that stumble. I do not believe the accelerator pump is working. Seems to perform okay, except for the accelerator pump on the carburetor. It seems to be stumbling all the time when I go full throttle, or should I say wide open throttle. There you go. There you go. There's something I gotta look at. But besides that, it's a 3-barrel Holley on it, so I'm just gonna power shift it 1 or 2 times more. Just want to see how the RPM climbs up with it when I drive it down the street, and at the same time test out the clutch. Here we go. God, man, when that stumble, damn. Man, this one needs bigger tires, let me tell you. Well, you know what? I'm gonna have that. I won't test it anymore. But this carburetor is really killing it for me. You know, performance is great, except we're gonna have to tune this 3-barrel carburetor because it seems to be stumbling on me every time I put it to the floor. So anyways, I just wanted to try the shifter, the clutch, everything else seems to be working, except there's a little noise I gotta look for, but I'm not gonna do any further testing because the stumble on the carburetor is killing it for me. But anyways, I'll bring it back to the shop, work on the carburetor this week. We have a backup carburetor, but the stumble is a bit too much. Every time I put it to the floor, it seems like it wants to stall. The engine is warmed up, it seems perfect, the oil pressure is great, does not overheat, but anyways, it's a cool day anyways. But besides that, it's performing very well. So if you guys want to see this car, it's going to be at the Motorama Classic Auto Show in Toronto, and there you have it. Let me tell you one thing, it moves like a 427, let me tell you. Boy, this carburetor is really okay. So there you have it. That carburetor sure does not want to work. It's got a lot of stumble. Boy, it sure wants to spin those wheels, let me tell you. You know, there are many reasons why we take a road test. You know, we've done suspension work, we did the rear end, we've done steering, we've done the engine, we've done the clutch. So you gotta push it hard because the client's gonna push it hard. So you know what? I'd rather have it break down in my hands. So before I give it to a client, let me push it hard with, of course, the client's permission, and this is what we do. So here we go, you guys. Work on him to get him perfect.
So, Nick's first shakedown test drive of the year has shown him what needs to be done to make Tony's 427 Camaro perfect. And a few days later, he's ready to take it back out on the street.
Here we are a few days later. We finally fixed the stumble problem. We had the carburetor replaced, and also we had to replace the U-joints because we had a sound as we were driving it before when we were upshifting, downshifting. So right now I'm just gonna take it up for a little test. I want to see if it really goes well. So you guys join me for a ride, and let's take it for a ride. All right, here we go. Last time I gave it fuel, or to accelerate, it was stumbling all over the place. So let's give it a shot. There we go, no more stumbles. And we finally got rid of the humming sound. We had the universal joints replaced, and it's all good. Yes, sir. Finally. Okay. It goes.
Goes like a stabbed rat.
Let's not break it because we got Motorama coming up. Finally got it going. So we fixed the humming sound. We got it to not stumble anymore. We finally had the carburetor replaced, and now it's ready for Motorama. There we are.
Now Nick is happy with the car. There's only one other person who has to be pleased. And as soon as Nick calls him to let him know, Tony is at the shop, ready to take his baby out for a spin.
And guess what, you guys? It's my birthday today. And there you have it, you guys. The client himself driving his own Yenko Camaro. And on top of that, it's his birthday. Way to go, Tony. Oh, he sure loves it, doesn't he? Talk about me driving it hard. He's driving it harder than I have. have it. All done. Ready for delivery. And Motorama, here we come.
Thanks for watching Nick's Garage, and we look forward to meeting you at the show. Stay safe, everybody.
And you guys, if you look down below the video, we have a whole bunch of merchandise that you guys can buy. So whatever you like, buy it, love it, wear it, and enjoy it. And help spread the word of Nick's Garage. And if you have some time, check out our Patreon page. We have extra content and you guys can watch it and take it from there. And we'll see you next time.